Okay, let's unpack this. Today, we're diving into um, a really fascinating collection of ancient narratives and anecdotes.
Mm-hmm.
Our sources, they're excerpts from Might of the Divine and Devotion, and honestly, they are just packed with surprising lessons
Yeah.
about power, perception, purpose.
All the big ones.
Exactly. So our mission in this deep dive is to really extract those core insights, give you a kind of shortcut, help understand what these timeless stories can teach us.
And what's so captivating here, I think, is how these tales, which seem quite simple on the surface, offer these incredibly deep insights
Right.
into human nature, yes, but also the very nature of strength itself. Inner strength, outer strength.
And how context changes everything.
Precisely. We'll explore that and the unexpected places true power might actually reside, and well, the incredible lengths devotion can drive people to. It's quite something.
Okay, so let's start with a big one. Imagine a legendary battlefield
Yeah.
from the Mahabharata. We've got two absolutely mighty warriors, Arjuna and Karna. Now, for anyone who knows the Mahabharata, Krishna isn't just driving the chariot.
No, far from it. He's Arjuna's guide, the divine strategist. His presence means something.
Exactly. So his reaction, or, well, his lack of reaction here, it immediately signals something deeper is going on.
Mm-hmm.
So Arjuna strikes Karna's chariot, hits it with an arrow, sends it flying back a remarkable 40 feet.
40 feet, that's significant.
You'd think, right? You'd expect a huge cheer, maybe some praise from Krishna, but nothing. Silence.
Okay. And then Karna retaliates.
He does. He fires his arrow, hits Arjuna's chariot, but it only moves back 20 feet, half the distance.
Right, only half. But Krishna.
Instantly.
Yeah.
Bursts into this effusive praise. He's shouting, "Shabash, shabash, shabash, Karna!"
Which means,
Well done, Karna, bravo! Just really laying it on thick.
So the obvious question is just, why?
Yeah.
Why the huge difference in reaction? Less distance gets more praise.
And Arjuna's thinking the exact same thing. He's confused, maybe a bit frustrated even.
Understandable.
He goes straight to Krishna, asks him, what gives? I moved his chariot twice as far, got zero praise. He moves mine less, and you're celebrating him.
And Krishna's explanation is just brilliant, really insightful.
What did he say?
He points out that Arjuna's chariot isn't just carrying Arjuna. It has two, let's say, hidden weights.
Hidden weights.
Yes, Hanuman himself is present on Arjuna's flag, and Krishna, the divine, is the charioteer. These are forces, well, forces the entire world cannot uplift. Immense, unseen weight.
Wow. Okay.
So for Karna to move a chariot burdened with that kind of power, even 20 feet, Krishna says that feat is exceptionally praiseworthy. His point is, praise must be given to the man who truly earns it against the odds.
So the core insight is, it's not just the visible result.
Not at all. It's about the unseen weight someone is overcoming, the hidden challenges. True prowess isn't always the loudest or biggest display.
That subtle distinction, it really makes you think, doesn't it? It's not just about physical strength then.
Yeah.
It's context. It's what's underneath the surface that we don't immediately see.
Exactly right. It teaches us really to look beyond that immediate, maybe superficial result. Consider the full picture. What's someone really up against? What hidden resources might they have? It's about appreciating genuine capability, not just the flashiest show of power.
That story definitely shifts perspective. And this idea of inner strength, it really comes into focus in our next story. It's a bit more grounded, this anecdote about Bhima Garanyo and Pelatana's mama.
Ah, yes, a classic.
So the setup is Pelatana's mama, he's a guest of Pratap Singh Ji, and he decides he needs to confront this fellow, Bhima Garanyo.
An ayar, the text says.
Right. And Bhima is apparently obstructing some land sale or division between Pavnagar and Pelatana, so there's conflict brewing.
And the description of Bhima Garanyo physically is quite specific, isn't it?
Very. Hawa avu beti dadinu.
Meaning quite short, stocky, not physically imposing, you might think, initially.
Not at all. But then
What?
watch what happens. He mounts his horse.
And there's this transformation. Suddenly he's formidable, described as becoming like a palm tree. Tall, imposing, skillfully wielding his spear, the whole presence changes.
It's incredible. And the mama's reaction tells you everything. He came to confront.
He did, but he just fled, turned tail and ran.
And interestingly, Bhima Garanyo consciously chose not to harm him. Let him go. Specifically because he was Palatana's mama. He controlled his power.
He didn't even need to fully exert it. His presence, his transformed stature was enough. Later, Pratap Singh Ji asks the mama about Bhima Garanyo.
And the description.
It's vivid. The mama says basically he's small when he's standing, but get him on a horse and he's like a palm tree. And his roar, terrifying.
So it just begs the question, doesn't it? What actually defines a formidable presence, if it's not just physical size?
What is it?
Yeah, what does this story tell us about real impact, then?
Well, the fascinating word here, the key concept, is blenban, amirat.
Amirat.
Yeah.
How would you translate that?
It's something like inner richness, inherent spirit, nobility of character, maybe. It's this deep internal quality.
Okay.
And the story profoundly suggests that true power, true courage, real impact, it doesn't come from your external height or build. It stems from this amirat, this internal wellspring.
So Bhima embodies this.
Perfectly. His inner spirit, his amirat, is what makes him powerful far more than his physical stature when off the horse. It's a huge reminder, really, not to judge by appearances. Don't underestimate based on the surface.
A very powerful distinction. Okay, let's shift gears now to an incredibly emotional, really profound moment. This one's from the Ramayana.
Right.
Lakshman has been gravely wounded in battle. He's unconscious in Ram. Ram is in deep anguish, utter despair.
The descriptions are heartbreaking.
He's lamenting, what should I do but cry, expressing this deep regret, blaming himself, saying this happened because of him.
And there's that fear, too. The sources mention his dread of returning to Ayodhya. How could he face Lakshman's mother, Sumitra, or his wife, Urmila? The weight of that responsibility.
It's immense. And Lakshman's survival, it hangs by a thread.
A very specific thread. The Sanjivani herb. It's the only cure.
And it needs to be brought from Dronakal Mountain.
Before sunrise, which is fast approaching. It seems utterly impossible given the circumstances, the distance, the time.
Impossible for almost anyone. But then Hanuman steps up.
Hanuman.
And listen to his response. It's not just volunteering. He asks almost rhetorically, with this incredible confidence, would the sun even dare rise before he gets back?
Referencing his childhood, right, when he literally tried to swallow the sun.
Exactly. He's saying, the sun knows better than to cross me. The level of conviction is, yeah, it feels boundless.
It really does. And then he makes these extraordinary pledges. It's not just, I'll try my best.
No way. What does he promise?
He says, look, if the sun even attempts to rise early, I can grind 12 suns in the universe to powder.
12 suns.
I mean, the scale is cosmic. And if that somehow isn't enough...
There's a plan B.
There is. He vows to literally go grab the moon, extract its amrit, the nectar of immortality, and personally revive Lakshman by dropping it into his mouth.
It's just staggering, the level of commitment.
And he doesn't stop there. He goes on to list his powers. It's like he's saying, just so you know what I'm capable of.
What else does he say he can do?
He declares he can lift mountains, which he later does, break oceans, journey to the underworld, Patala, take down the cosmic serpents, Sheshnag and Vasuki,
Okay.
ascend to the heavens, Akash, throw down Indra's throne, Indra, the king of the gods, and destroy all demons.
Wow.
His only condition, all he seeks, he says, is Ram's explicit command. Just tell me what to do.
So, stepping back from the sheer spectacle of it, what's the deeper layer here?
Well, it's clearly more than just a display of, immense physical or mystical strength. It's this profound testament to unwavering devotion, absolute loyalty.
And belief.
An absolute belief in being able to achieve the seemingly impossible. It just makes you wonder, doesn't it? What kind of conviction, what depth of devotion allows someone to make promises like that? So extraordinary, so profound.
It really is. This is where it gets incredibly compelling. That intersection of love, duty, and this almost limitless power fueled entirely by devotion. Well, okay. We have certainly unpacked some truly astonishing insights today. I mean, from that nuanced understanding of achievement and the Karna story.
And the power that resides within, like with Bhima.
Just the sheer boundless force of devotion we see in Hanuman. These ancient stories, they really do challenge our everyday perceptions, don't they?
They absolutely do. They highlight that strength isn't always what it looks like on the surface, is it? And that our inner Amarat, that spirit, it can overcome incredible obstacles.
So the key takeaway, kind of woven through all of them.
I think it is. It's always look deeper. Consider the full context. Try to understand the true driving force behind an action or behind a person's capabilities.
So, for you listening, next time you find yourself evaluating a situation, or maybe facing a challenge, or even just assessing someone's capabilities, perhaps your own,
Yeah.
maybe consider these questions.
Yeah. Ask yourself, What hidden weights might be in play here, influencing the outcome? What unseen factors are at work that I'm not immediately seeing?
And on a more personal level.
What seemingly impossible pledges are you willing to make for what truly matters to you? It really begs the question, I think. What inner wellspring of power, what amaranth might you be underestimating in yourself?
Definitely something to mull over as you go